Hello friend, in this lecture we will discuss on how to align the table contained in HTML. So friend, let's start. Now to align the table contained in HTML, we have to use the align attribute inside the opening header cell tag or inside the opening standard cell tag based on which cell content we want to align. For example, we can align attribute with a value as left inside the opening header cell tag, or we can even have the align attribute with value as right inside the opening standard cell tag. Please note, we can align the HTML table contained to the left of the cell, to the right of the cell, or even to the center of the table cell. The point to remember here is, by default, the content of the header cell element are center aligned with respect to the cell, and the content of the standard cell element are left aligned with respect to the cell. Now to give you a better view, let me show you our default table content alignment. Here we can see that the headers are center aligned, whereas all the datas are left aligned. That name, job experience and skill set all are center aligned, and whatever contain or the rows of data we have, all these datas are left aligned. Now let me quickly show you a sample code snippet where we have aligned the content to the left, to the right, as well as to the center of this cell. Here we have made the content of the first header cell to be left aligned, that is name will be left aligned, and the content of the third header cell will be right aligned, that is skill set will be aligned to the right of the cell. Let the content of the second header cell be as it is, that is center aligned by default. Also, we have made the skill set of Mark Henry Paul to center align and the experience of Greg Andre Stephen as right align and his skill set as center align. When this code is rendered in a browser, we will get the output as shown here. That is, the first column header is left aligned, the second column header is center aligned, which is the default alignment, and the third column header is right aligned. Also, the skill set of Mark Henry Paul is center aligned. That's the reason why HTML5, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and TypeScript are appearing in the center of this cell. If you notice the job experience of Greg Andreas Stephen, this is right aligned, whereas the skill set of Greg Andreas Stephen is center aligned. So this is exactly what are the various alignment possible to the data as well as to the header of an HTML table. Now let me quickly go into the HTML editor and do some changes to our code that we have written in our previous lecture and see how exactly that get rendered in the browser. So this is the code which we have written in our previous lecture. Now let me do slight modification to this. Let me remove this align attribute from the opening table tag and let's have just the border as 1 pixel. Let me change some of the cell value. For example, I will change Paul to Mark Henry Paul and the experience from 10 years to 10 years 11 months. Also, I'll change the name from Dave to Greg Andre Stephen. I'm doing this just to have some lengthy values within each cell. Also, let me add few more skill set to Greg Andre Stephen. Like Maven, Gradle and JUnit are the additional skill set that I have added to Greg Andre Stephen. Now, as per my requirement, I want to set the name attribute to be left aligned, for which I will set the align attribute with value as left. Also, I want the skill set column header to be right aligned, for which I will set the align attribute with the value as right. I want the content of Mark Henry Paul to be center aligned, for which I will set align attribute as center. Also, I want to set the experience of Greg Andre Stephens to be right aligned, for which I will set the align attribute with value as right. Also, let me set the align attribute for the experience of Greg Andre Stephens to be center aligned. That is, align equal to center. So basically, in this example, we have shown all the three possible options. That is, we can align the content to the left of the cell, to the right of the cell, and also to the center of the cell. Save this and right click to open in default browser. Just when this code gets rendered in the browser, we can see that the column header name is left aligned, whereas the skill set column header is right aligned. Job experience for Greg Andre Stephens is right aligned, and the skill set for Mark Henry Paul is center aligned. Even the skill set of Greg Andre Stephen, we have set it to center aligned, but due to this data, we will be not getting a better picture for this. But that's fine. We have a clear visibility for the left align, right align, and center align when we compare with name, skill set, and the job experience of Greg Andre Stephen. So this is about how we align the table contained in HTML. Thank you for watching.